Check. All right, guys. Welcome to my first live. I am Emmett in Power, known as Emmett Glassburner. So I just wanted to come in here and then just do a quick live stream about some topics of interest and just to see, just to see how everything goes and just to be able to give you guys, you know, a quick download on what I've been up to and what are some of the updates you see, and I'm going to be moving back and forth. So naturally, I'm having a good day. I can't complain about anything. I cannot really fault anybody, but you all that follows me know that it's been a little rough the last couple of days, but we're doing good. We're doing good. We can't complain, and I'm excited. Okay, I think this year is going to be a great year, and I think it's going to be something worth sharing, something worth, you know, just taking our time, and I am looking forward to what we're going through. I got a lot to talk about, but today I just kind of want to test everything out and see how everything is going, maybe share a little bit, you know. But one of the first topic I want to look at is the concept of, you know, men's mental health, men in spaces where people will normally not expect them to be. But anywhere we are there and we are making things happen. So how do you go about this? And I'm looking everywhere because I got things laid out on my computer and everything. So forgive me, guys. Let me find one of my documents that have everything I need for today. But how are you guys doing? You know, put that in the comments, and I love to hear it. I love to see it, and I'm very excited for what's going on and what we can see. There's a lot. There's a lot going on right now. It seems to be I cannot put my fingers on the right places and where I send my information, but I'm pretty sure it's coming. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Oof, man, I send so much stuff to myself I can't even find out my stuff. Okay, let me see. Hmm. All right, so one of the key issues today I've been kind of playing around in my head is the whole idea of like burnout, right? Is it real? Is it something we can expect to happen? Is it something we can actually see coming before we can prevent it, right? And many people think they can see it. Like for me, I've been burned out for a long, long time. I am actually burned out, right? And I don't know how much more, especially when it comes to school, I'll be able to take. But I get a little break right now because I believe this is my last semester. It's not my last semester, but it's my last couple week of school right now. So I will be okay for now, and I'll be able to just reset just a little bit before my next classes starts. But anyway, you all know that I just lost my job out of the blue. Threw me off, right? It threw me off completely. Wasn't anticipating that, but yeah, we are anyway. And let me see. I can't find any of my stuff. Man, this is not good. I had all these things laid out and now I can't find anything. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, So nope, this is not what I'm looking for. Mm, we're gonna knock out this one anyway. This one is gonna have to do, and we'll be talking about what simply, you know, mental health surrounding failure. Okay, let me see if I can share this on several platforms. See if I can get more people involved, get more things. This is actually a nice test just to see how everything is going to play out in the long run, and just to see how much I will actually have to put in when it comes to preparation, because I haven't done a TikTok live, like a YouTube live, for a long, long time. Very, very long time. So it's interesting to see how this is going to go. I'm just going to play it back, and then, of course, it's all about notes. It's all about, and you know, taking the time to learn strengths and weaknesses and see how everything can go. But you know, failure and being in love is something I think a lot of us can go through, and I think I'm going through that right now. In a ways. So, but we'll see. All right. So let me see. Let's see. Where do I move everything? So So, opinions surrounding being having a sense of failure, having a sense of just not being good enough, right? Not being measured up. But, you know, I'm not just talking about, you know, just simple things, right? I'm talking about anxiety that can be so overwhelming, right? And one of those things is about having anxiety about our place in the world, And I'm interested to see how many of you guys actually have something like that is going on, right? Something that you can actually understand. You know, I was sure of that a few weeks ago, last week to be exact. Now I'm not so sure, and that has a lot to do with, of course, me being terminated from my job. So that's kind of threw me off, right? But now, not because I have to reset now, and nobody like to reset, especially not me. I like system. I like things to be in place, things to be intact. So it is always and it's always good to see when things that is happening to watch me practice where I preach, especially when it comes to mental health and everything, right? So we're gonna just jump into this, and then segment one will be understanding anxiety. So we all know we hear it all the time, right? But it's not just a word, okay? It is something we deal with, all of us. It's a reality for many of us. Many of us, it's the whisper, it's the voice of whisper that's bringing fear about you and I not being good enough. It is about failing or not finding that connection we all crave, right? For me, I remember the time I felt like I was constantly on the edge, specifically when I was in the army. I was worried. I was worried that I would never achieve my dreams, right? Or I would never find my people, my tribe. And but the reality is, it's not just me, right? You all feel the same way. You all feel the same way. Okay, because studies show that this form of anxiety is widespread, affecting decision, relationship, and our sense of love. People all are dealing with that worry or never achieving a dream, never finding where they belong, never finding that connection. And I won, and I was there, and I expect everybody. I assume most of people are, and it's a hard place to be. To be honest, it's a very hard place to be, and going into the world like that, right? So, so let's talk about the fear of failure, right? Many of us know it is very paralyzing. I know it, and you know it. It make you doubt every step you take. It make you doubt everything you see. But the reality is, 70% of adults admit that fear of failure has impacted the decision. And that's crazy because that means 7 out of 10 people. So let's address this, okay? I encourage you guys, like I'm doing, sharing my story. Share your story. Let's confront the fears. This fear of failure. Let's attack it. Let's deal with it. Okay. I want to hear your thoughts. Okay, on this. Any of your question, any of your experience you would like to share, I'm all ears. Put it down in the comments. Let's get involved. Let's talk. Okay. So, but now, how about the feeling of being unloved and being lonely as hell? We talk about the rise of lonely men. Right. So let's move on to that. And of course, you guys know feeling unloved and loneliness go hand in hand with fear of failure. Feeling unloved and feeling and loneliness, right? It is a very, very real thing. It's like the silent epidemic. We talk about it and the lonely man, the incel, those guys that we talk about being involuntary celibate. Okay. So the feeling that you are somehow not worthy of love, or that you are destined, or I'm destined to be alone. That's a hard pill to swallow, right? But study have linked these feelings to a significant impact on our mental health. I want to be shocked, but I'm in mental health, I'm in school, so I know I see this all the time. All right, so we need to break the stigma. We need to talk about it, which is going to get us out of the house, get us involved with people, and get us talking. Okay, now, how does society view loneliness, and what are your experience? I think society look at it as like the biggest fear. They We don't take it seriously. We make fun of people. We call them incel, we call them soy boy, we call them mama's boy. But I think society, right, should take it a little more seriously. I think society underestimate the impact of loneliness. We know many of the people that go into schools and pew pew all the time, right? Many of these people are lonely. Many of them people are celibate, and then they don't do much, right? They don't do that's what to do. They don't do that, and now we have to deal with that consequences. It is something that's real. It's something we need to take into account. Okay, and we can solve all of this right through by finding love and connection, and that's the reality, right? It's not all doom and gloom. We can navigate our feelings. We can find love, but I'm not just talking about like romantic love. I'm talking about like love in all form, including like self love, community support, joining the tribe, getting to know the people, joining the gym, finding something to passion, and being people that are also passionate about that. Okay, so and that's what the research show. Okay, the research actually showed there is like undeniable power of connection that bring healing. Okay, so how do we build meaningful relationship and how to foster a supportive network, even in the hardest times, even when you have so many interaction, right? Now, all right. So you guys turn. I'm opening up the floor for any question or comment. Let's make this interactive. Any insight you want or you want to share or story or question you have in mind, let's look at our earlier poll. I want to actually see what we can do, what the result tell us, right? Now, each of us know people that we call losers, people that we call lonely boys, soy boy, mama's boy. These people are lonely. They live by themselves, but we know it's very, very, very dangerous, right? It's a very dangerous thing to live on your own, right? It's very dangerous to live on your own. It's not something anybody should want to aspire to be. Anybody who wants to be a porter. It is not something that I want to encourage because one, we are social creatures. Okay, people are social creatures and we want to be involved. We went from hunter gatherer to become villagers to live in the community because together we actually all win very, very well. And that's one of those things where we talk about. It give it a sense of purpose, it give it a sense of drive. It come with that's how you build a purpose driven life comes with having a connection with people, stepping out of your box and actually looking at the world for what it is and not what we hope or think it ought to be. And that's pretty amazing, right? That's something worth talking about. That's something worth actually paying attention to, right? And for me, I would like to I like to put an extra focus on that. How are we going to be a part of the solution? Because the guys, the people, the girls that are lonely tend to bring. If we can get them out into our world, they're gonna pull us into theirs, and their world does not look good and it does not result in anything positive. We all know that, right? We all know that, and we need to all pay attention to that. Okay, we all need to pay attention to that and actually take it seriously, guys. Take it seriously because it does matter. You know, I plan on going live again on Friday. This has been a great test. I wanted to see how the system worked. I wanted to see the setup. Uh, I have some time. I want to dedicate more time to live streaming, live education. So, maybe do some reaction. I will actually do some reaction to videos and other things coming up. So, thank you guys. I will see you guys on Friday. It will be 10:30, uh, 10:30 Central Standard Time. And hopefully by then I'll be able to have everything set up myself and my media manager, and we can push everything through. So thank you guys. I will see you guys later. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Always learn to heal and support others. Deuces, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday.